Good morning, New York. Ah, please. I don't want to lose any more earrings. Day 2 in New York. Really? Do people live here? No way. Even the weather is so perfect today. Awesome. It was all rainy, cloudy yesterday, but no.
찍는 곳마다 그림이야, 아주.
No, you're not. Oh my god. It's so warm.
와우 와우 와우.
Put leave her stand like this without a box.
나는 따라해. 다시. 사이트월드야. 사이트월드.
Like this park, there are lots of shades on the trail, and not much people around here. That's a good thing. Don't go. I'm gonna go get some grocery yogurt and fruits because I really want some Greek yogurt right now. 이상 잃었어. 라면 먹어야 돼. 라면 어딨어? 다네? 끝.